Oh, good morning, y'all, and welcome to my random camp spot here in Moscow, Russia. That's how I get from the back bed to the front cabin. Now, we've got a lot of work to do, so let's get started. Okay, let's not forget the key, so I don't lock myself out of the car. I am here in some random abandoned construction site thing. Although I think there's some people living in these houses behind me because I saw a car roll out this morning. But it's been a very peaceful area because almost no cars. I think in the entire morning that I've been here, maybe 1 car per hour has gone by. So it's really a nice area. A little foresty. Here's my spot. I need to clean the tires because they are vibrating with all of the noise. Oh, looks like I got a rock chip. That might be a problem with this deflector. It's gonna get lots of rock chips and make a little bit of polka dots. Anyway, the morning to-dos are, yesterday Sonia was gracious to let me use her washing machine and random other girl's hair. Anyway, yeah, I washed all the clothes there, so I gotta fold those and put them in my storage bag in the back. And I've got another bag of clothes there, and we've got to tidy up the bed. And in the morning, my routine is I typically do like a little bit of a workout, a little bit of a jog. Normally I do that off camera because it's hard to film doing a workout in a small car. It's hard to just do a workout in a small car, let alone to also film it. So, yeah. And there y'all can see the design fault with this car. All the rain just drips right in. Now you can see it gets some in my bed, but mostly not because we added these sidewalls in Poland. But it's like still gets past it. I mean, this is such a horrible design of a rear of a car. Because imagine you're in, Monaco and it's raining, or you're in London and it's raining and you've got all your fancy bags and groceries in the back. As soon as you open, psh, it's gonna get all rained on. All right, in this house over here, there's some guy watching me from his window. Creepy guy. I don't actually know if he lives in that house or if he's working there or if it's not finished. I don't know. He came out, grabbed like a bottle from the trash pile and started sniffing it and then walked back in. So, some strange things going on here. Anyway, I forgot to have my parking sign in case I need to deploy this in any spot so it's legal to camp. See, bring my BYOCS, bring your own camping sign. Anyway, under yonder is where I keep my clothes. Look at these, Sonny. That, oops, is for shirts. Then over here, we have all of the trousers and boxes and things. And actually today, we're gonna refill my deodorant. So I'll show you my little pantry and how I do that. Because I buy bulk the hand sanitizer and deodorant in Germany or Switzerland. And then I refill it myself with a little funnel. So in this bag, I keep all of like my resupply gear. So I have extra deodorants, I have extra gloves, I have extra condoms, I have extra wipes, I have extra toothpaste and toothbrush, like little attachments, some toothbrushes if a girl wants one. I've got sunscreen, I've got bug spray, I've got tons of extra chapstick from America from the brand I like, and more wipes, more like grease wipes, more soap in these cool water wicking bags. Yeah, that's what I keep in my gear bag, supplies bag, because sometimes all that kind of stuff that you have like a really particular brand or style, it's hard to find it in random countries around the world. So I just have to store it bulk. Then over here, I've got my Velcroed up stuff. Wow, that window's just looking bad. Hasn't broke the edge yet, but yeah, doesn't look good. Okay, so let's set up all my stuff. So I'm gonna put the phone like that to watch my back because this guy's kind of weird, which means you won't be able to see my face, but I'm here. So this is how I fill the deodorant, if you will, from bulk. Got my lotions and potions. This stuff's great. Uh-oh, almost out of this bottle. Yep, this bottle's out. Good thing I only have one more bottle. So this has lasted me since I had to fly back to Germany from Montenegro in September, October maybe? I think it was October. So, October, we should check. Okay, so I just looked and it was October, mid-October, which means it's been 5 months that it took me to go through one of these, however, 200 milliliter of deodorant, which means that I have about 5 months worth of deodorant, or less, considering that it's been winter, so it's not been so hot, and it's about to be summer, and I'm going to Asia, where it's even hotter, likely, in some parts. So, yeah. Hopefully, I'll be able to find a resupply somewhere by then. Okay, I also have a thing of hand sanitizer that I think this one just squirts. Yeah. A little bit easier to fill up. No funnel needed. Okay, there we go. Also German product. They have a lot of really good organic-y stores in Germany. Bam. Well, these pants are ripped at the crotch, but I'm just going to put them away for peace of mind and sanctity. Somewhere, hopefully, I need to remind myself to find like a seamstress that can sew them back together in an industrial way. Yes, I have like a little sewing kit, obviously, but it's not what's really needed to get this thing back together. Hello. Sorry, I don't speak Russian. Huh? You speak English?
Картка Lamborghini?
Да, да. Весь мир. All right, all organized in the bag. So I fold everything like this so that I can see from the top all of the colors to know exactly what shirt I want to grab. Then over here with my collared shirts, I keep them flat because it's a little bit neater, as well as a couple sweatshirts. Oh, y'all, it's been a few hours. I've done my workout, I've done my food, I've done my organizing of car. Everything's organized, put away. I even went through all of the documents from the last like 8 months of travel and just loaded up the trash bag with all of the extra border insurances and random docs. I organized all of my car docs into like this nice, quick, easy plastic sealed thing so I can hand it out in the rain to cops. First page is like an explainer of what I'm doing, who I am in English and Russian, and pointing all a graph to the documents so they can point to what specifically they want. I even topped it off with an in joke if they want the blood type, you know, just to kind of keep things in a funny manner. So All of that's done. Gonna head to Level Performance, top off the oil, get a spare thing of oil because this engine does burn a little oil in its operation by design. And then I've got to shoot a video downtown. I did want to walk around Red Square Gum and some just to experience it before leaving Moscow. And then we've got our call with Keith Sinclair. And then I think we hit the road. Can't think of anything else I wanted to do. Maybe hit the Moscow Metro if we have time. But yeah, let's go. Level Performance. And the beautiful sun is out, which is so amazing. Just did a little bit of sun tanning. All right, we are back at my second house. Level Performance. Looks like they've got some new projects. This G-Wagon over here. Looks like this thing's getting close to being completed, as well as some of these other cars. All right, so we've left Level. Now we're headed to the downtown because I wanted to actually check out the shopping mall and walk around and see what there is. But before I leave Moscow here, Russia. Beautiful is that? All right, we have Saint Basils Cathedral, the Kremlin. Wow, just epic, just epic. Absolutely epic. Ciao, nice to meet you. All right, time to roll. Cops are coming. All right, y'all, Russia has been real. It's been a blast, but it is time to head to Kazakhstan. So we're gonna put it in, and starting point here. We have internet's running really slowly. Thinking. Oh, 1 hour and 9-minute drive, AKA 2,617 kilometers. 33 hours. Let's roll. Bye-bye. The GPS is not working because of all the satellite spoofing and such. Now becomes the challenge to figure out how to get out of Moscow because GPS doesn't work. I think I'm over here, but it thinks I'm over there. And my GPS, I don't know if I can trust this, if I'm actually headed southwest. I have no idea. I need to ask someone in traffic. Let's see if we can find someone who speaks English. Excuse me, you speak English? English? Which is direction south? No. Which direction? Kazakhstan. This way, this way, this way. Не знаю. Okay. Спасибо. He didn't know. But I think if I trust the little southwest icon up there, I'm going the wrong way and I need to be heading southeast. So I think I need to be going that way. But I don't know if it's actually working. Do you speak English? No? Kazakhstan. Право, прямо, лево.
Kazakstan?
Direction Kazakhstan, да.
Kazakstan. Тут только поедешь туда, прямо нету. Разворот, только туда разворот.
This way?
Да, this way. А так тебе надо не сюда, вниз, так? Назад и туда.
I need to go down.
Да, вниз. А ты сейчас туда не сможешь.
Down and this way.
Да, this way, а туда и туда.
This way.
Да, пусто. А тут только вниз, поворот.
That way. Okay.
Поворот.
To go back. And down.
Вниз,
Under. Okay. Traffic.
Навигатор, нету навигатор. Навигатор.
No function. Signal, пиздец. Yeah. Okay, I go. Спасибо. Alright. I think he's saying turn around and go down under the road. Oh, because we can't turn here. So I have to go literally right back from where I just came and get in this horrible looking traffic. Welcome to rush hour in Moscow. I think I shouldn't leave until later, maybe. I don't know. Ugh. Okay, it looks like now the GPS picked me back up where I am on this road. I don't know if I can believe it, but it looks accurate-ish. Maybe. Yeah, because this is a little Dodge road. Yeah, okay. Little jog. All right, thank God to have GPS again. Now, it wouldn't be so bad to have to navigate by maps, old school way, right? If the street signs were in English, but they're in Cyrillic. Really, Russia is not a tourist-friendly country at all because they have no English on anything. Now, while I respect the right of a country to have their own language and to, not conform to other people's linguistics, in the world of 2025, it is basically an international, not basically, it is the #1 international language in the world is English, which is why when you drive all sorts of places, it's things are in English. And a lot of the world doesn't know Cyrillics. They know the Latin alphabet. So it would really help out the majority of the world from a tourism standpoint to have everything here in Latin and Cyrillics. At least then you could try to spell it out. All right, so there's 3 routings. One I can go to like near Kazan and then come down. One I can go over near Ukraine and then come down, which is right near Kharkiv. Or the other is smack dab through the middle of Russia straight to Kazakhstan, which is the one I'm gonna take. I just don't think I have time to go to Kazan. So. All right, y'all. So we might run out of fuel. This is the second gas station I've come to. It is completely closed. They have the pump shut off. And there's tons of traffic. So we will see if I run out of gas here in Russia or not. Oh, these guys' day is much worse, though. He's doing an entire clutch on his radiator, it looks like. So, whew. Anyway, let's get back on the highway, see if we can find another gas station. They have this like screen that shows the car filling up. That's pretty cool. All right, we are finally out of traffic and on the open road. The GPS is totally glitching out. Must be like a military base or something near here because the GPS is like bouncing me in and around and just has no idea where I'm at. Hopefully when I get to the countryside, it'll start fixing itself. There's really something else, this whole GPS thing. I feel so bad for everyone that has to live without it. I can't imagine. A lot of Neva. So with this new roof deflector, it seems way smoother. This road's a nice road. But that was 160 kilometers an hour, and there is no buffeting, car jerking motions or whatever. I think before the air was like, whoa, 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 under there, and the whole car was just vibrating and shaking. Like this camera would just sit here and at 130 kilometers an hour it would start. At 128 it was smooth. And then everything past 130 kilometers an hour was really rough. But now you can see, well, now we're going slower, but it's very smooth. It's still a little air noisy, but it's pushing the air away, so there's no weird buffeting anymore. And I bet it's probably a bit better for the rack because it's pushing the air like up the window and then straight, you know, up rather than underneath and trying to create lift. So it's probably a bit safer from the rack not lifting off. Unless it's just a huge air dam and makes it even worse. I don't know. Could be that too. Smoothness test. The road's not perfect. You can see at 132, you feel the road. You hear a little bit of wind noise. But it's very smooth, no buffeting. Looks like there is a toll booth, so let's see, does any of these take cash or only card? Oh, maybe over there we'll do it. Somebody. Okay, all of these only take credit card from what it appears. So, back it up. None of these say, oh, that one says cash over there. Look. We got one. Way over there with the worst. Look, you guys can't even see the sign. It's so faint and horrible to read. Yes. Somebody's having a really bad day, as you can see over there. Yikes. On the road again. Oh, just can't wait. We're on the road again. Just stuck in construction traffic. Yeehaw. 31 hours to go.